T-Boys TV. I'm here with AGT and Doyle from the COP TV. Took Liverpool a while, but they managed to break through in the end.
Yeah, good to be on, mate. Good to see you again. He was saying he was getting annoyed at 55 minutes. I said, don't really get annoyed until it's 80, 85, then you start sweating a little bit. And I think it was about 70, what was it? I don't even know, like 72 maybe? Something like that. So, listen, for it to be Trent, for it to be the only goal of the game, takes his shirt off, celebrates in front of the fans. I mean, I don't know if he's thinking about signing on again now that Virgil and Mo have, but that is some memory that we'll always have now. But whatever happens from here happens. But yeah, like you say, one win away now from winning the league at Anfield next Sunday. This time next week, we will be champions.
Yeah, and I think it's better for Liverpool, especially being at Anfield, being able to do it in front of the fans. Obviously, not quite being able to do it last time. Doyle, is it a potential change in Trent, or do you still think he goes?
You see him take his shirt off, and you go, you staying, lad, in the moment. Nah, he's still getting off. It's one of them. I want him to stay, and it'd be lovely if we had more moments like what we just had with him. But it's probably not going to happen, and that's why you could see how animated he was when he was celebrating. It probably means a lot to him, that goal. It could be the last one he scores for Liverpool, and he's won us the game with it. So, good on him. And I hope it would change it, but it's not going to. I think he's definitely going. Can't see him staying, lad. Fair play. It is what it is. He's not going. I don't know if it changes it for anybody else. Does it change it for you, lad?
No, I still think he goes, but and I agree. The extra animation and the personality that you don't really see maybe all the time with Trent. It was like this release of like maybe 18 months worth of transfer talk and contract talks and links to Madrid. That's like his let out, because he thinks this might be my last let out, a celebration, a goal, whatever, an assist in the last minute in a cup final. He's not going to get that. But he scores the goal today that puts us a game for him winning the league. He's played his part this season. You can't say he hasn't. Big part of our team when he was not injured. So it's a massive memory, whatever happens. But that was some celebration today, and the fans, I think they probably would have eaten their words quickly if they were criticising him at all today. But yeah, unreal let off that from Trent.
Yeah, absolutely, especially the 350th appearance as well, to be on top of that and end up getting it. But got any words for Leicester fans? I know you've had a bit of a hatred towards some of them over the last couple of years.
Do you know what? It's not, I wouldn't say it's a hatred, it's more, I'm just disappointed in them.
Yeah.
I've been to the King Power twice, 2 times in a row, and even the Curtis Jones where he scores 2 a couple of years ago, that game, that was like an April, because it was 2 years ago, and they were singing "Feed the Scousers." And I'm not saying every single because I know some really sound Leicester fans. It's not that. But I was just a bit disappointed with the mocking of poverty and stuff like that. So, listen, they've won a Premier League more recently than Arsenal have, than Manchester United have. There's probably a lot. Well, there's loads more teams in that. So they've got their place in football, and it's cemented as one of the most incredible kind of sporting achievements of all time. So I do respect them in that way, but I was let down a couple of times by the fans on recent occasions.
That's our personal experience. That's all it is.
That's it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, obviously a lot of people said, it's not been a great Premier League season. At the end of the day, you've got to give Liverpool the credit. They've capitalised. At the start of the season, everyone was like they'd be lucky to get in the top 4. Arsenal, the problem with them for me is they're too overreactionary. And you look at stuff like Odegaard, for example, geeing up the fans every 5 seconds, whereas Arne Slot, for example, will come in and be reserved, say what he needs to say at half-time, and it changes for the team.
Yeah, I agree. He's been very calm and measured and calculated, actually, with what he said throughout the season, which has kind of shut down questions all the time about contracts, all the time about, are you going to win the league? He knows how to navigate the room full of vultures, really, who are waiting for him to make a mistake and slip up. But yeah, listen, people say it's a bad Premier League season, and if you look at the table and see United and Tottenham so low, you go, wow. But they're both semi-finalists in the Europa League. Aston Villa quarter-finalists of the Champions League. Chelsea are probably going to win the Conference League. So, if anything, it's not that the Premier League has got better and Arsenal are in the semis of the Champions League. How can I forget that? It's not that the Premier League hasn't got better, it's just the middle pack have all got better and a couple of tail enders of the like big 6, big 8 have obviously fallen massively. So
The standard is basically
better,
Liverpool and City 3-4 years ago got ridiculous standards. It was over 90 points every single season. We got 97 points, didn't win the league. They got 100 points. We got 99 points. They got 98 points. We got 94 points. That's not normal. Stuff like that doesn't happen in the Premier League. So what we're seeing is just a bit of stabilisation. That's all this is. People will win the league on 80-something points nowadays because that's what you should win it on. Go and look at Man United's wins. Yeah, most of them, they're under 90 points. They're not over it.
78, some of them.
It just is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And Liverpool have beat what's in front of them, and you can't really say the league's been easy because of that. What do you want us to do? We've won the teams that we've only lost to. That's it. Really, Liverpool have done really well, and that's it. And like we said, Arsenal in the semi-finals of Champions League right now and have played really well. That's a good team that we've beat to the league, and they've had definitely lots of injuries and we've had luck in certain areas, but we still have beat who's in front of us. I guess the fixture I'm looking forward to now is I just want to see how Liverpool fare against Arsenal at Anfield. Now that there's the end of the season, we'll have won the league by then. Let's just have a good, honest game of football, innit? There's nothing riding on it. Let's just see what that looks like.
You know, 2 out of 30 BBC Sport pundits predicted Liverpool to be in the top 4, I think it was. Or none of them predicted Liverpool to win the league. So there can't be this underachieved season if you've only won the Prem. That's a ridiculous statement, considering how long it's taken us to win it.